Hi, welcome to this Bass Labs Fishing Freview. Today we're checking out the Reaction Strike Fathead Jr. Here it is. This is the 4-inch version. It also comes in a 3 and 5-inch version. Here we have it hooked up with a keel weighted hook. I think the preferred way, our preferred way anyway. But of course it can always be rigged up as a swim jig as well. Or there's nothing wrong with Texas rigging either. I got this looking for a cheap paddle tail, and I was very happy with this purchase. It swims great. Construction's really good. Usually with Reaction Strike, it's kind of a hit or miss thing. Some of their baits are really great, some of them not so great, and this one is really probably one of my favorites so far. The paint job's pretty nice. The one thing is it's on the outside layer, so it gets torn off after a few fish. You can kind of see up here, this one's caught a few fish already. This top layer's come off. Other than that, oh yeah, once the top layer comes off, the eyes also come out, but that's pretty typical with most of these hollow soft plastic paddle tails, especially with the coating. But when the coating stays on, it looks really, really nice. Here you can see we've added a little bit of chartreuse to the tail, add a little bit of kick to it, because otherwise it's clear and has this silver flake in the belly. My favorite thing about these lures is the way it swims. This, I believe, is an 1/8 ounce weight, and with this weight, it doesn't have a typical paddle tail swim, which is that full body rolling side to side. The body stays for the most part pretty still, and the tail wags back and forth like so. It actually twists a little bit, but actually I think it fits more in the Huddleston tail type swim than, let's say, a Big Hammer paddle tail type swimming action, which I think is more difficult to pull off. And although obviously you know, those wide swimming paddle tails have a time and place, so do these, and these are a little bit harder to find, plus they're great price, hard to beat. So I would definitely recommend purchasing it again. They're great right out of the package. One little tip we here at Bass Labs Fishing like to do is adding a rattle. We're big fans of multi-sensory approaches to fishing that involves having sense and sounds and actions and feels and taste, all that good stuff. So you just take a simple glass double bead rattle and just slowly stick it up with the tail. It helps if you wet it a little bit first, but you don't have to stick it in too far. There's a little bit of a gap there, and you can see a little bit of bulge, but no big deal. Actually, this is my favorite way to fish these. It kicks a little bit. I mean, obviously the beads are parallel with the swimming action, so it's not the most abrupt clacking action, but actually I like that a lot. It's a little bit more subtle, a little bit quieter, kind of fits the whole presentation. It goes with that whole softer, more subtle swimming as well. What's actually my favorite parts, in addition to that little bit of sound, it changes the way it swims. So now that the weight is more directed in the back, it changes it from that twisting side to side action to now more of a just strictly twist, not twisting, I'm sorry, a kicking back and forth action. So even more like a Huddleston, which I think is nothing but good. And these, again, have caught so many fish. They're great. I would definitely recommend purchasing them again. Until next time, thanks for checking out our Bass Labs Fishing Freview, and come back and check out more.